Hey, nail techs. I'm gonna do a Facebook Live. Anybody wanna join me? I'm gonna give it a minute or two for people to log in here and join me for a little bit of Facebook Live. We're not doing porch life right now. I'm at my salon, just coming here cleaning up. Hey. Hi, Kim, how you doing? Hey, Tracy, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna wait for a minute. Hey, Nancy, how are you? I'm just here at my shop doing a little cleaning. As you can see, my shelf right behind my table, everything's cleaned up. I'm following my list. Let's see, here it is. I pulled it off of State Board website. I've got all these little things to do, all the cleaning and this and that. So I figured we can't open till May 25th, but I figured I would just come in and do a little bit here and a little bit there. So anyway, hey, Erin, how you doing? Hey, Barbara. Hanging in there, girl, Kim said. Okay, we've got a little group here going right now. Hopefully more people will join us, but you know, you could tag people. Hey, Tracy. So yeah, you could tag people if you wanted to tag friends to say, hey, come join us. I just wanted to talk a little bit, to just go over some things about the nail tech event of the Smokies. Hey, Lisa, it is still on, okay? The nail tech event actually is coming up July, 11th, 12th, and 13th. That's 2 months from now. And you know how much has changed in the last 2 months till now. Things are moving in the right direction. So the convention center, you know, when I talked to them back in March, when this first hit New York, I talked to them back in March. Hey, Erin, she said, good, we opened up Wednesday. Yay for you guys. Yeah, you got all your masks and everything. I'm stocking up too. Hey, Lori. So anyway, I talked to the convention center, hey Nancy, last March, and I found out that there are no other dates the rest of this year, because what's happened is, you know, the convention center for Gatlinburg is really busy, especially for conventions and shows and whatnot. There's many rooms. There's a upper level where we're at in the newer section. There's also the lower level, which is huge for anybody who's been down there. It's big. It's not like Orlando by any means, but it is big. And so when I talked to them, they said there are no other weekend dates, which is why I did not reschedule it too. You know, I wanted to see how this was going to play out. So I didn't want to jump the gun and start rescheduling things, because I work on this all year long. There's a lot of moving pieces to go into it that have to fit together to get the space we need, the classrooms we need, you know, the companies that are joining us, you know, to get them in there with their booths and, you know, their schedules. So it is a lot of moving pieces. And so I did not want to try and reschedule it yet. But I called them to see, and they're like, there isn't any, because they had to take the March, the April, and now the May shows that were scheduled there. They've all been pushed back to any weekend that was open, which they couldn't start mine because our show is in July, so they couldn't jump me ahead. They had to give precedence to those shows, which makes total sense, you know, right? So I feel very strongly that this is gonna go. I'm gonna make it go as well as we can possibly make it. I'm not canceling on you guys. You know, I know you look forward to this all year long. I'm committed to it. Like I said, I work all year long to make sure you guys have education brought to the South, because we don't have that, you know. Our nail techs in the South region, it's up to us to, you know, take off work, fly down to Orlando or out to Vegas or up to Chicago or wherever, and that's a lot of money. And if you've checked the Nails Mag's Big Book, most nail techs are mothers, you know, they got children and they're working part-time. So the husband's the main breadwinner. And so usually whoever's the main breadwinner gets to decide where they're gonna go on their vacation, you know, that they get. And the wife, being the not main breadwinner, usually she's just along for the ride. So, you know, the good thing about the Smokies is a lot of husbands like to go to the Smokies because there's so much fun things to do for guys too, not just girls. So anyway, our show weekend, at first I was concerned when I book it, because I have to book 2 years in advance to get the space we need, because that's how popular the convention center is. And they've got long-standing conventions already in play. Hey, Felicia. And Nancy says, I'm so glad it's not canceled, and I hope it doesn't. Yeah, I'm fingers crossed. We're still hoping too. But, when I booked it 2 years ago, I was concerned because the only weekend that could possibly work out, we didn't want to hit 4th of July weekend, obviously, because families like to do 4th of July things with extended families at their house or relatives' homes or whatever. And that 4th of July weekend is absolutely insanity with traffic. I mean, you think traffic's bad in Gatlinburg normally? It's heinous off the chain on any kind of holidays. And July is their peak season, aside from October. October is their peak season. So July and October are really, really busy. So if y'all have not already booked your host hotels, go on our website, nailtechevent.com. Start booking. We've got 6 host hotels working with us. They've given us group rates. Each of the hotels has a different promo code, and so on the website you'll see the promo codes for each. You'll see the rates. You'll see what the amenities are, photos, videos, so that way you can check it out and pick one that works for you. Because the thing of it is, our show weekend is falling on the big Craftsman's Fair show weekend, and that's what I was concerned about 2 years ago when I had to book that weekend. You never really want to be on the weekend of another big show, because we need our nail techs to spend their money with our nail companies that are coming this far to join us, right? You following me? Nail companies that don't make money, they don't come back. So what I always try to avoid was being on a weekend where there's another show. Hey, Helen, she's looking forward to the show. So anyway, because what you risk is your show attendees going down into the lower portion and spending their money, splitting their money. And you risk them not spending enough with the nail companies that are coming to join us. And so being on the show weekend for the Craftsman, I was concerned, but it might turn out to be the biggest blessing ever, because twofold. You can bring your family and your husbands and everybody, whoever you want, your kids. They can be downstairs in the lower portion of the convention center doing the Craftsman show, and you could be upstairs doing the nail show. And the other thing that is really good is the Craftsman's Fair show. It usually is like a 2-week-long convention. They've cut it down to 9 days this year, but it is Gatlinburg's biggest convention that they've got going, and it's one of their longest running conventions. So they're gonna move heaven and earth to make sure that that show weekend, the convention center's open to do that show. That will benefit us. So if they're open, we're open. The only thing I can say is that would prohibit us from opening in the convention center is if the governor of Tennessee still mandates that the convention center stay closed. If he says that, they're going to release the hold on all large group gatherings, you can gather for 100 or more, then we're rocking and rolling, we're on. If he says we have to keep it at 100 or less, then I have to shift into working with the convention center to see how we can do this to still make it go off. Because, we can't really legitimately do it like Home Depot and Lowe's where, we let 100 people in and then, got to wait till people come out and then the next people in line come in. And that would put you all, nail techs waiting for a long time to get in. So what I've talked to the convention center about, which plan B would be moving all the booths into all the classrooms. And that way, like the classrooms would hold 4 booths, which each classroom would not hold 100 people. So that would get us past the large group gathering prohibition if it hasn't lifted by then. So that's a possibility that may work out too. Possibility number 3, if the convention center, for God forbid, still is shut down and can't open for whatever reasons, then I would look at whatever surrounding hotel ballrooms that I could get that would hold less than 100 people, because the large group gathering, 100 or more, would still be prohibited. So I would look into renting some of those, because see, here's the deal. The convention center will not release me from my contract. I am financially and legally obligated to hold this show on that date because I signed a contract, with them. So the only way they'll release me is if the governor is still mandating the convention center stay shut down, which that does not look like it's going to happen, because I've seen video of people who've already been to Gatlinburg this last weekend. If you go on YouTube and you look up Yankee in the South, It's a married couple, and they've got a big YouTube channel, and they live down there, and they did a walking tour of Gatlinburg, so you can see what was going on. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Kim. Thanks for watching. So anyway, they did the video, and I was watching it, and it literally, like, there's people everywhere. They said it's 60%, 60% up and running right now. Very few people wearing masks. They're all just like, we're done with it. You know, they've heard of herd immunity. They're just like, we're done. The people filming it, you know, doing the video, they were wearing their masks, you know, and there was a handful of people wearing masks. So when you guys come to the show, if you want to wear masks, please bring your mask. Nobody's going to say anything about it. We don't know what's going to happen 2 months from now, but it is moving in the right direction. So the convention center back in March, they had already started taking precautions. They've done everything with the bathrooms and everything hands-free. There's, what do you call them, sanitation stations on the walls in all the different hallways, different rooms, ballrooms, this and that. So there'll be sanitation stations everywhere. And of course, we'll follow, you know, the CDC rules on that sort of thing, whatever it will be come July. You know, July's going to be hot. The virus isn't going to be that active in the heat. You know, heat kills the virus, according to CDC. So, hey, Tabby, no, we're not canceling. You'll have to watch it from the beginning. But no, we're not canceling the show. Like I said, we just have to wait to see what the governor of Tennessee will say 2 months from now. But it's moving in the right direction. With Gatlinburg already 60% open, the only things that really weren't open were the attractions weren't open, and the restaurants were seating at 50% capacity to give 6 feet distance, you know, in between people. So that's a good thing. But the streets were crowded, and people were there, and they were wanting to come back. And this weekend, May 9th, the Great Smoky Mountain National Park opens up, and that's gonna draw a lot of people. You know, for Mother's Day weekend, there's gonna be a lot of campers, a lot of hikers, a lot of people just coming out, you know, getting out in the sunshine and fresh air, taking drives, and just, you know, loving life. So anyway, that's what I wanted to let you know. And I've got myself a little list here so I wouldn't get off track, and I want to touch all my points. The gala, me and Jamie Schrabeck talked about this back in March. I suggested to her that we skip it this year. And she just messaged me, you know, yesterday we talked, and we do agree. We're just going to not hold the gala this year. And it's not a bad thing, you know, because it frees Jamie's time up. She has an elderly mother. She doesn't have to fly from California across country. And Tabby's saying, that VIP bag, did you get it? I don't know what that means. Did you get it? She's making little heart eyes with emojis, so I think she got the VIP bag. So anyway, the gala's not going to happen this year, but that frees up your time to meet with your friends, your nail tech buddies that you haven't seen in a long time. Y'all go out to eat, go do what you want, run around Gatlinburg, go up on the Sky Bridge. Anakista has a new lookout tower. You can go up there. And, you know, Jamie sends her love, and we'll revisit the gala again, maybe in a new form, you never know, but we'll revisit for 2021. The dates are already picked because, like I said, I have to reserve them 2 years in advance. So we try to get the second weekend, the weekend right after 4th of July weekend. That way we get off of that major holiday hump, and we have a little bit less traffic, and then the hotel rooms aren't, you know, quite so bad. But listen, literally, because the Craftsman's Fair is one of their biggest draws, excuse me, you all cannot be waiting. If you're coming to the show, you best be getting your hotel rooms booked right now. Go on nailtechevent.com, get onto the travel page. We've got 6 host hotels there with the promo codes. And be sure you call. Some of them actually have links where you can reserve online if they still have any rooms left. But because we're going to be competing with all of the people coming into the Craftsman show, you guys really have got to jump on it. Because listen, you can always cancel it later on if something happens and like you can't make it. You can always cancel your hotel room, but it's a whole lot harder if you can't get a hotel room in Gatlinburg and you've got to drive all the way out through Pigeon Forge or Sevierville or somewhere. And then you got to fight all that traffic to come back in. And that's just the Craftsman show. There's still other things going on throughout Gatlinburg for, you know, all of July being peak season. So anyway, point number one, the gala, where we're not doing it this year. So anyway, I talked about that. Then the second thing, let's see, we talked about was, okay, if the Gatlinburg Convention Center cannot open because the governor doesn't allow it to open, then everybody's ticket money will be refunded back to them. Just so you guys know, I work on this all year long. I'll just take like a huge loss and not get paid. But anyway, it is what it is, you know, because the other shows, you know, that they canceled, they've moved their dates, whatever. They're giving you all, you know, their ticket holders tickets to their next show. But what if you can't make that next show? What if that date, you know, the date of the show doesn't work for you? You know, what if you've got family obligations, weddings, you know, births of grandbabies or whatever? I don't want to be known as the person that's held up your money and wouldn't give you your money back like that. So if the convention center remains closed and we cannot hold the show, then I would just refund everybody's money. You would also have the option, if you wanted, of letting your ticket ride for next year, and then that would work out good too. We could do that, but it's either or, whatever works best for you, because I know, you know, a lot of nail techs were struggling. I've been out of work too. I know what that is, you know. You're trying to make ends meet, and I just don't want to be the person that holds you up. I can't refund anything now, though, because the show's still going on. So anyway, if, though, you've got a VIP ticket and you can't make it, PM me, email me, info@nailtechevent.com. I've got people wanting VIP tickets. So if you've got a VIP ticket and you can't make it, then let me know, and then that way we'll get together and hook you up with somebody who can buy that ticket off of you, okay? Okay, we talked about the Craftsman's Fair, so that way, you know, downstairs in the lower portion, it runs the whole length of the convention center. It's big. You can go down there and look around and do whatever. I think it's like $8 to go into that show, but that's a good place to send your kinfolk, your friends, whoever you want to come, you know, bring with to the show, you know. Obviously, they can't come shop the show floor at the Smokies nail show, but they could be downstairs doing things too, and you can hook up with them for lunch and whatever. I fully expect there'll be companies that have to back out. You know, a lot of the educators are my age and older. They've got older parents. They may, 2 months from now, still feel squirrely about flying. They may, you know, not be able to. So, like I said, I'm committed to you all bringing you the best show I could possibly bring, given the circumstances we have right now. Hey, Nikki, and hey, Tabby. So, I'm asking you all to give me the commitment too that I'm bringing this, you know, to you guys. Come, save your money. Start saving your money, whatever monies you've got. Start a list of what you want to buy and shop with the vendors that are still able to join us. Because I don't know how many's going to be able to join us, how many's going to back out. I don't know any of this. It's all up in the open. Everybody, all the nail companies, they're hurting. They're hurting. They've not been able to do any shows so far this year. Maybe the January show they did, if they went to the ISSE show, Long Beach, I think, maybe. But they're hurting too, the nail companies are, because with the nail techs out of work, the nail companies' orders aren't coming in like before. So the companies that are going to be coming into the Smokies, flying in, sending product, sending their educators to hold the workshops, the hands-on workshops, please come out and support them, just please, because like I said, you know, it's nobody's fault this happened. This was so unforeseen, but I just really don't want the nail companies to suffer, because like I said, if the nail companies don't make money at the shows, then they can't come back to the shows, you know. And so it's up to you all. You guys get out, come out and support the Smoky show. July 10th is the extended workshop that's held off-site at Zoders. That is Creative Balance. They're holding a gel workshop. It's on nailtechevent.com. You can register if you want. That's an all-day, you know, gel class. I'm going by memory here. And then Saturday, July 11th is the hands-on workshops at the convention center. That's also on, you know, go into nailtechevent.com and go under the classes and workshops page, and you'll see everything that's listed, and the class name is a link, and you click on it and it'll take you to the company's webpage so you can see what all their class is about and register through them. So then Sunday, July 12th is the show, the one-day nail show. And then Monday, July 13th, we also have hands-on classes at the convention center still, and those are still going on. So anyway, let's see, next on my list, like I said, Gatlinburg's about 60% open right now, and we still got 2 more months, so that's good. And I will keep you guys posted. You know, I'm going to send out all ticket holders. I will send out I don't want to wear you out with updates and whatnot, but if you bought a ticket already, I will send out an email. So look for it in your email box, and it's just going to bring you up to speed on what's happening now, where we're at in this process, and what we're looking at, what we're going to be doing. And so, you know, like not being able to firmly guarantee what the governor of Tennessee is going to say or do. Tennessee salons are open already, so that's a good thing, you know. Like I said, Gatlinburg, 60% up, rocking and rolling. We still got 2 more months, so I feel really good. I feel positive because of that big Craftsman show being on our weekend. So anyway, I know we're not going to be the attendance that we were in years past, which bodes well for whoever does show up, because your chances of winning a door prize are going to be so much better, and your chance of winning the big grand prize, which really is thousands, like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 worth of nail products from AIIbeauty.com. They'll have the door prize there, and so one of y'all is going to win it that day. And hey, Mary Ellen, I just mentioned your class, Mary Ellen Balance. I just mentioned her class was the extended workshop class on Friday, July 10th, and it was the gel class that's being held at Zoder's in Wright. That's one of our host properties. And like I said, you can go on nailtechevent.com and see all the classes and the class links and start registering. So I just want to let you guys go, not take up more of your time, but just encourage you all to spread the word and to just please come out and support the nail show. I mean, you know, if ever there was a year that needed it, it was our first year, and it is now. So this year is really trying, and I'll be like a duck on water. You'll see me smoothly swimming along, but underneath the surface, you won't see my little legs. They're going to be going like this, you know, trying to keep everything going smoothly. And Mary Ellen said she's so excited about the show. Nancy says she can't wait. Tracy says, my turn to win. Yeah, I don't think you've won any, have you yet, Tracy? No. But bring your rolling bags, your rolling carts. Just make sure you don't run over anybody with your rolling carts. You are responsible for not hurting anybody else. We encourage rolling carts so that way you can stock up without paying shipping. I have so many nail techs there, they buy for the entire year. They buy all of the stuff that they need. So start taking inventory of your shop while you're in the shop now. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Barbara. Start taking inventory. If you're not working and you're in the shop like I am, cleaning up and whatnot, go through your cabinets. I do my priority, you know, because I've been doing nails 32 years. This is how I prioritize. I start a list and I have the immediate needs, the things I'm already out of. Then next comes the things I'm almost gonna be out of. Then the next comes the things that I'm gonna need in 3 to 4 to 5, 6 months. That's next. Very last on my list, when I get to the show, I hit my list in that order. What I'm out of first gets bought. What I'm gonna be running out of soon and gets bought. What I'm gonna be running out of later on this year gets bought third. And if I have any money left over, that's when I buy the discretionary items. And you have to ask yourself the 3 things that I always ask when I'm at a show and I'm looking at products. 1, is this gonna make me more money? 2, is this gonna make my job easier? And number 3, is this gonna speed up my process? If the product I'm looking at and considering buying does not answer at least one of those 3 questions, is it gonna make me more money? Is it gonna make my job easier on my body? And is it gonna make my service time faster? Then I don't buy it. I save that to the end of the show. And so that way, if I have any money left over at the end of the show, then I go back and I do the discretionary items that don't fit that 3 criteria. So y'all start making your lists and start getting things ready, because we're ramping up, we're getting going. As soon as I get the word, the go-ahead that the convention center is gonna definitely 100% be open, I'm gonna kick it into high gear, and you're gonna see me in all the nail groups and posting. I'm gonna need your help spreading the word, post, share my posts, share everything, because I've been kind of laying low now, not going so much into the nail groups. I see a little bit here or there. it's just really depressing because everybody's all like so depressed and they're worried and they're scared and they ain't got money and they're anxious and what's going to happen and you know. So anyway, that's why you haven't seen me going out and about doing all that. But it looks like it's moving in the right direction, especially with salons opening. And Mary Ellen says, great advice. I do the same thing. I know you learn, Mary Ellen, after you've been in business for any period of time, because then you've already you've learned, you've made your mistakes, you've learned, because I mean, we got countless drawers of stuff I bought. It was great at the time, but I'm like, crap, why'd I buy that? I didn't use it, I'm like, I should have, just saved my money and not bought it, but I got all caught up in the moment of it all. So now, yeah, I'm more trained, I'm older, I'm wiser, and I'm older, and I'm more disciplined. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Jennifer. So, if you missed the beginning, just go back and catch the replay, and I'll let you all go. And what is today? Thursday, I think? Go enjoy your Thursday night and spread the word that the nail tech event of the Smokies is still on. I appreciate it. Peace out, y'all. Bye.